trying to see that we can brief you as much as what we want to do. And I always say that it's a giant step for us to go out of the country, but we also believe to take a baby steps, step by step. And we are on that path. So I'm sure this association is going to be another feather in our cap since we have been here for last, I'm the third generation, so it's 85 years that this journey has come all the way. And as I see in the past and now, that something like this happening is always a wonderful thing, and as far as the fitness is concerned and otherwise. So me and Peter are very glad to be in front of you and to answer any questions if you please. So thank you very much once again.
May I ask Peter to say a few words on the proposed plan for Talwalkars to work along with Snap in the Asian market, where Talwalkars will take the Snap brand and other brands to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. So it's really a great jump forward. Right now, Talwalkars is the market leader in India with 211 locations in 85 cities. And we are also the market leaders in Sri Lanka by far. And now, having tasted some success in the international market, Talwalkars is ready to take the next step and hopefully will do in the rest of Asia what it has succeeded in doing in India and Sri Lanka. Over to you, Peter.
Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you everyone for coming here today. I know that everyone has busy, hectic schedules. Speaking on behalf of myself and my supporting cast back in Minneapolis, we are very excited about this collaboration of two great brands. And we're excited, we were talking in some of the earlier interviews I did this morning, we were talking about wellness, and that is the universal language anywhere. It doesn't matter what corner of the world I'm in, everyone is interested in living a happier, healthier lifestyle. So in our case, we plan to lock arms and move forward through these 6 countries and introduce wellness in a way that delivers value, and most importantly, it's relevant with what the consumer is looking for. And it's easy for us with big brands creating concepts in a little bit of a vacuum, but what's so important today is that you continue to look at what the market is looking for, what is the consumer actually looking for, and putting our heads together and making sure that we deliver that product every day. That I always say we have to deliver on our promise every day, and that promise is centered around delivering healthy lifestyles for people, understanding what does their transformation journey look like and helping them get there. So we're excited about the opportunity, and I'm excited to be here today.
Before taking some questions from the audience, I thought I'd just ask Prashant. Peter just talked about transforming the lives of people. Prashant, can you talk a little bit about what Talwalkars has been doing over the past 85 years in this context and how you see the future?
Look, today when I go to any of my branch, what I see is people keenness and the kind of attendance which is growing every day. So it itself is a good reflection that what happened 85 years ago when my grandfather started this as a journey, and today is just not it's just not a male-oriented one. It's a very much female-oriented too. So this combination of male-female growing and the youngsters coming in for whatever reason, that they would like to be fit and fine. That means what is happening today is the growth in the fitness industry is growing every hour. So everybody wants to get into the fitness, wants to look good, and looking good has become the priority. Of course, clinical reasons, what we call as a health reasons, is of course another reason for people to attend. But overall, what I see is a growth, and India is seeing this growth rapidly for last 10 years, and I see the future is very bright for India and in the fitness industry globally.
Do you feel that over the years fitness is changing and is therefore Talwalkars coming out with other options apart from the traditional gym business to satisfy some of those needs?
It is, it is. So when, in the beginning, I have always seen people who are coming for exercise, gymming, lifting weights. And then what I see is a woman population coming in and trying to get into good looks. What question I keep hearing was that, is there any shortcut to this? So we don't believe in the shortcuts, yes, but we also believe into the science. So as the time passed, over the years, we went on bringing different aspects, whatever, whether it is in aerobics or group exercise to EMS. The EMS is a product which we call as electromuscular stimulant, and the brand is New Form. So what we did time to time is to move with the time and don't wait for, or rather waited for the time to change us. So bringing in this technology and science and different aspects is necessity for us. So we keep on bringing these changes time to time, including the weight loss programs. For example, people were always saying that, you know, it is very well for your dietitian to prescribe a good diet for us, but how do I manage when I go to work? How do I manage when my whole house has to go through the same food pattern or a diet which I go? So that's the way when we introduced the food products, and the product we call the weight loss product is a reduced product. It's a name, that's a brand, reduced. So we went on progressing with the time and at the demand, but we do not believe in the shortcuts. We do not do fly-by-night or any unscientific way. So we went on bringing the new things.
Peter, how do you see this in the international scenario?
I would just elaborate a little bit. I think one of the biggest changes you're going to see in this collaboration, for us, it's all about how do you onboard the member. Because everyone's journey is a little bit different. Everyone is a little bit down a different path, and to his point, embracing wearable technology. You have to be able to measure effort. You need to be able to put nutrition against it. And then support people. Measured effort, nutrition will get you to the promised land. And that is where the rubber hits the road. That's the magic of, most people don't understand, hey Peter, how many calories should I be taking in? I can't tell you how many calories you need to take in until I know what kind of effort you're putting forth. So in our brand and our collaboration, the onboarding process of the members is going to be to sit down with those members and say, look, what does your journey look like? What objectively are you trying to accomplish here in the next 30 days, in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months? Because we all know wellness, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's a lifestyle. And that's where we win. It's creating a lifestyle that everyone can embrace, that you can put into your schedule, and everyone's schedule is different. And that's what makes this industry so dynamic. That everyone has a unique journey, and there's nothing more rewarding for us that when we see people hit their journey, hit their transformation, and suddenly self-esteem is raised. It just has such an impact on the communities that we serve, and I know I speak for your team as well, that it's so rewarding for us.
Peter, one of the things about Snap Fitness is it's been embracing new technologies, and you have products or franchises like Fitness on Demand, and you also now have a yoga brand within the Lift brand umbrella. Yes. Would you like to say something about that and its why?
I think Fitness on Demand is something that we incorporate. We'll add about 1,000 locations of that product annually. And once again, it's what the consumer's looking for. And for us, we can't create concepts in a vacuum. I think in order to be successful, I've been in the industry for 32 years. And I think my success in the industry is because I've been a good listener. And for some of you that have been around me, that's probably hard to believe. I do most of the talking most of the time, but I do listen occasionally. But being a good listener and understanding what is relevant in the marketplace. And today, the consumer is saying, look, there are times that I can't be strapped to a specific time. So what Fitness on Demand is, it allows me to walk into a Snap Fitness club at any time of the day, walk up to a kiosk, push a button, and do a spinning class or a Jillian Michaels Zumba class on a 120-inch screen. So it just brings exercise and flexibility to anyone's schedule, which is what people are looking for. So it's exciting, and we'll be introducing that in the 6 countries that we're working with as well.
Great. I would welcome any questions from members of the media.
Hi, I'm a revenue sharing model.
As of now, it is a franchise model. So we will be the master franchisees in these 6 countries.
Okay. Any investments that are going into it that you can speak of?
Right now, as going to these 6 countries, 2 of the countries, Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, we would like to have our own model gym for sure. So these 2 places will be where we will be establishing, and that will be not only just the showcase gyms, but it also could become a training place to variety of these things. So that's probably the initial investment.
Do you have a number of gyms that you want to put out in the next year, say?
Wishful thinking, yes. As we have grown here in India, I hope we are blessed to do the same.
All right.
Just to elaborate a little bit, I think with the partnership, just so everyone understands, this partnership is about a master franchise agreement. So what that means, we have 24 master franchise agreements around the world. And that's the beauty of franchising, is that we take some of the best ideas that take place in every corner of the world. It's truly a collaborative effort. In October, his team will be able to join us in Las Vegas for our global conference, where he's sitting down with 24 of the CEOs and decision makers within every one of those countries, and we talk about the unique dynamics taking place within that country. And when you share those ideas, as I mentioned earlier, wellness, it's a universal language. It doesn't matter what corner of the world I'm in. People are always interested in living a healthier lifestyle. So the beauty of this, that'll also, I'm sure, segue its way into the Tall Walker brand, is taking some of those best practices taking place around the world, finding out what's relevant and what has high trajectory and being embraced by the consumer, and integrating into Tall Walker brand just like we do on the Snap Fitness brand around the world. So I look at this as a great opportunity for the Tall Walker family and for all the investors of Tall Walker.
Hello, sir. I have one question for both of you.
Yes, please.
What is the current size of gym fitness market in India and in global overall?
What's the outside of the gym business? What is
Both means in India as
outside
well as
India?
globally. Yeah.
Sure. You know what? I think the industry, there's not a more competitive industry that I've found, right? And I'm immersed in it every day. And what's driving that is consumer behavior. And we've been talking about it all day long. Every day, more and more people are exercising. And it's our job to make sure that we continue to deliver a relevant product. All right? And that is the key. That is the key to the growth. There's never going to be a shortage of people exercising. And the more successful we become in helping people hit their goals, hit their milestones, hit those transformations, the better off we're going to be. So the brands are going to continue to grow, just like this partnership. We will add hundreds of clubs across those 6 countries over the next 4 or 5 years, and we're excited about that. But right beside us will be other brands doing the exact same thing. So it's up to us to make sure that we continue to stay relevant. And that's the question we need to ask ourselves every day.
And sir, as you rightly said, consumers' behavior is changing. So how do you take yoga versus gym?
Say that again?
Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Look, the biggest change I have seen right now related to yoga and the gym is, in my times, in the sense the earlier times, yoga was looked at as I'll do it only in the early morning. So wherever when I did my training, I saw that my class would get over before 8 in the morning. Yeah, today, yoga has improvised to a level that it is actually done from morning, 5 o'clock in the morning till 10 in the night. Now, this is the biggest change I can think, because there is no science change in that, but this is the first change. Today, globally, yoga is appreciated. It's just not for the health reason, because earlier the people would think that I need yoga for health reason, clinical reason. But today is not. It could be from your mental health to your physical health. Yeah, and it could be for flexibility to everything. So the attendance in the yoga classes is almost full. Yeah, so it's not increased, it's almost full. That means it's so much in demand. And yoga is something which can be done without any equipments and instruments. So people find it very convenient, whether it could be in our gym or yoga classes or at home. So yoga is growing very rapidly. So no doubt about it. At the same time, the hardcore gymming people, they love to do either both and gym, or rather only gym. So this will continue. So I'm very glad that yoga has grown back to from the ancient time, and it was very so known to it. In India, it is becoming very big. And that's why you can see all over the world, the yoga is growing, just not in India, but everywhere else.
Prashant, in this context, would you like to talk a bit about Zorba, the chain that Talwalkar's has?
Yeah, so last year, I'm sure you must have seen that Talwalkar associated with Zorba. Zorba also specializes, is a specialized yoga, and with more than 20 forms of yoga to be taught here. And when I express this, that the yoga classes are getting full, it's my own experience, that people are craving for it. And probably they realize, and that's the correct time, I believe. Like today, I feel it's a correct time that we are associating with Snap. So it was a correct time that last year we associated and brought Zorba as a yoga in our gyms. We never had yoga as a specialized yoga classes in our gym. And when I mentioned earlier that we improvise, progress time to time, and before time at times, that we bought this yoga thing. Yoga is not new, but bringing in yoga at the correct time in the gymming, in the gym place, was the right thing. So Zorba, we got Zorba in all our gyms across India, and I'm sure it will reach to all our gyms right now in India. Yoga is growing and it will continue growing, and that's the main reason that we found that it is time that we bring in, and Zorba came in through that.
I would just elaborate on that.
Please.
Just as it relates to yoga, I agree with Prasant as well that yoga is certainly an emerging segment within the wellness space. As I look at yoga, though, globally, the biggest change I see is today yoga is not so much about find my chi. It is relaxing, but it's more about the integration of strength, balance, and flexibility. So when people go to a yoga class, they want to feel like they're getting a workout. They don't want an hour of stretching. They want an hour of poses, and they want to feel, as I said before, it's the movement of strength, flexibility, it's just a critical part of it, and balance. So thank you.
So going forward, what will be the revenue mix compared to yoga and gym?
The comparisons between yoga and gym?
The revenue mix.
Oh, the revenue mix?
Going forward.
Yeah, so if I have to address only the India right now, it's pretty new for yoga to become so big, and I sometimes say it's good that it happened that way. Probably it went out of India and came back in India as a power yoga. Yeah, and then again our yoga started picking up. It's pretty new, but it is picking up very well. You cannot compare the revenues of the yoga to the gymming as of now, because I feel it's too early for us to predict. There is no comparison yet. But I won't be surprised if it can be same as the gymming, and then or it can overtake gymming. It's growing, but.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any more? Any other questions? Okay, great. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
One more? Sure.
last question here.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. A couple of questions here. So with all these acquisitions taking place and tie-ups coming into the picture, what would the capex plans be for the next couple of years, and how would they be funded?
Good question. But right now I can only talk about what is happening with Snap. Yeah. So I would like to answer your question, and as I said, God bless us that we can grow in many manifolds.
Perhaps you can take that question offline over lunch.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Lunch is being served, and please do join us for the lunch.
A much higher return on investment, no doubt about it. And we're calibrating that, and we have decided to go out only when we were sure about that this is achievable. So the revenues, whatever we are looking forward, will definitely be much. We'll strive to make higher than what we are investing.
Yeah, and I would just elaborate on that with the Snap Fitness brand. One of the things we look for, one of the things we're responsible for is deliver an ROI on our product, and we've been very, very successful in delivering that around every corner of the world. So I don't see the 6 countries that Talwalkers has become the master developer for. I don't see those countries being any different. The people there, they're very committed to wellness and exercise, and as we've discussed, it's our job to make sure that we deliver it in a way that resonates with what they're looking for. I think the stores will perform at very high levels, and we will never compromise the deliverable at the cost of price. We're going to deliver a great product at a great price, and I think the countries are going to be very, very pleased and excited about what's coming their way.
Use these 2 products. Thank you. I felt the urge of bringing it. At times, I got to give what people want, and I do not bring what I want. Read their minds because I exercise. I'm in the gym. I'm not in the office only. So it helps me to be what we call as a foot soldier. I'm a foot soldier. Yeah. So I'm in the gym. So it helps me to know the situation. And I generally look at them, but I don't get into it. You know what I mean? So it allows me to do my best within my space. If I give too much, then that means I'm leaving my space and entering in their space. And whenever you go in somebody else's space, the chances that you will lose.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Like anybody. Like all this quality. And those days there were not many options, only the theatres. And maybe televisions which were showing maybe 10-year-old movies.
But we have a lot of options.
Now I doubt that theatre will exist in another 2 years, 5 years.
But big cinemas will exist.
तो अगर हम क्रिएटिविटी भी इसी के साथ जाएं तो क्यों ना बेहतरीन लोगों के साथ रहें। स्नैपचैट एक बेहतरीन ब्रांड है कि करीब 2,500 500 ब्रांचेस ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड हैं उनकी। तो सिनर्जी अगर दोनों की एक्सपर्टी और क्रेडिबिलिटी अगर आए तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि कुछ गलत हो सकता है। तो यही वजह है कि साथ साथ में हम मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी बनकर उस अच्छे देशों में रहेंगे और स्नैप फिटनेस और हम मिलकर ये स्नैप फिटनेस की जो ब्रांचेस हैं और रेवेन्यू शेयरिंग जी तो हर ब्रांच के पीछे जो फ्रेंचाइजी फीस रहती है वो हम हर साल उनको देते रहेंगे हर ब्रांच के पीछे। तो यही मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी का हमारा रोल रहेगा एज पर पेमेंट कनेक्टेड है। तो हम मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी आते हैं जो एक्सरसाइज भी है, योगा भी है। They also have 2,500 branches across globally, and we wanted to have a good partner to hold each other's hand to go into a new market for us. So I call it as a baby step. Giant step is to go out of the country. Baby step is to go step by step. So that is why the Snap is coming. When I looked at these countries, I also saw that these countries not necessarily have an affordable gyms. The expensive gyms are there. So I said, well, expertise, brand and affordability, it's a good combination. So we chose Snap.
As a brand growing India's biggest, so at the same time, your relatives who have the trouble. So, does that affect your brand especially because Talwalkers is both brands in the same name?
So I'm blessed that I'm born in Talwalkar. as a teleworker. At the same time, sometimes you got to face certain awkward situation. But let me be open and frank and again, that there is no commercial connection with it. There is no business connection at all. So people understand, but time and again they get confused with such news. But I have no commercial connection with that. Raghuka Bhattawala Fitness Limited has nothing to do with what you read in the paper.
Like you all have your clients who get confused because of this thing come up. So how do you deal with it?
At times I ask them, have you read the news? They said, no, we read the heading. Yeah. So I said, if you read the full news, you will know what it is. So I do come across, and people do connect to us, and then it is part and parcel of surname, so you can't do much about it.
So what is your regime? How do you do with fitness?
So I do not miss out my workout. I do spend at least an hour or so, whether it is Pilates, whether it is hard workout, gym workout or cardio. But my personal liking is strength training, weights. So I am working out every day.
What do you find the toughest?
The toughest?
Toughest workout? What is the toughest workout?
For me, I think the cardio, because I don't like it. Otherwise, all workouts are tough. If you don't make it tough, it's very difficult to get the results.
So growing up, what was your favorite toy?
Cricket bat. I lived with it. And I think if I had not gone into this business, I would have been somewhere on that side.
So who's your favorite cricketer?
Who else can be the god of the cricket? Mr. Sachin Tendulkar.
From the current cricket?
Kohli is very brilliant, no doubt about it. So I like all Indians when they win.
Tell me also about social media also is becoming a very big player when it comes to promoting your. So what do you all do for social media? Do you all keep that in mind and promote?
Digital media is the biggest media. Either way you look at it. So social media gets definitely connected to the digital media. Social media is also connected to what's happening today. So we try to keep up with both ways, you can say, keep up with what is happening in the social media. Basically, this is one business where the client comes 365 days. So that itself is a social media for me. So my gym becomes a social media. So everything, I don't have to go out sometime to know what is happening outside.
So are you on social media like Twitter?
I am not personally.
Because all these, there's like the whole fitness business also is going very digital. So people are doing things on Instagram.
I have the same way and approach from personally. I would like to know more and more than what I'm doing presently on Twitter or anywhere else. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
So now some photos.
Yeah.